welcome to Bike World. My name's Sophie and you've probably seen me on some previous episodes. I have been riding dirt for pretty much all my life and have not really progressed that much on the tarmac apart from doing the old mini bike race. So we're here at ART in Crawley and I'm going to be doing my full bike test with Kawasaki Rider Training Services. But first off, I need to do my CBT and that's on the Z125. So we're here with Steve at ART. Steve, give us a rundown on what the CBT is all about.
So CBT is pretty much the first step to getting you on the road, on a bike, introduced over 30 years ago now. Essentially the day is split down into 5 parts. It's not a test, it's never been a test. All right, I'll run through Module A, sit down, introductions, what's your experience, we'll talk about helmets, we'll talk about safety clothing. Module B will take you out, we'll introduce you to the bike, we'll go through all the controls, the stands, side stands, centre stands. We'll go through basic maintenance, not City and Guilds mechanics, nothing to be scared of, just enough so that you can check the bike. Module C, where the fun starts, we start getting you riding the bikes, pulling away and stopping, using all the controls smoothly. If everything's good, Module D is then like a pre-road ride safety briefing, highway code knowledge, and then finally Module E, if everything's good, we take you out on the road for a minimum of 2 hours. All right, so you're probably going to be on the road for 2.25, 2.5 hours by the time we've stopped for a petrol, stopped for a comfort break. And then if all of that is good, we sign you a certificate that then allows you, once you've done your theory test, to go forward for a full licence, or as a learner you can ride for 2 years on your CBT certificate with L plates. And that's pretty much it, really. Good view of your elbows and your shoulders.
So this is where we've got to do proper checks as we're pulling on and off. So you've got to check your lifesavers, so you go over your left shoulder, over your right shoulder. But yeah, just doing some nice little laps of the car park.
I mean, her ability obviously on a bike is showing through instantly because she's so confident with the controls. And that's always a good thing to see. She's got, previous ability. Her skill level's high, her confidence level's very high, and it makes our job so much easier. Absolutely, you enjoy yourself.
My bike test is something that I've wanted to get done for a long time. How would you encourage people to get started?
At the moment, ideal time to get into bikes. Look at the social distancing that the pandemic's brought us. You're on a bike, you're outside, you've got your helmet on, you've got your gloves on, you're always going to be a minimum of 2 meters away from everybody else. The sales of second-hand and new motorcycles is going through the roof at the moment because dealerships are experiencing that. We get a lot of demand from people that have now decided that they're not going to use public transport anymore. They're going to start leaving the car at home. Mm-hmm. So it's, again, go and talk to your training school. Go and talk to people in your local dealership. See what Kawasaki Rider Training Services through a Kawasaki dealer. And they'll tell you everything that you need to know.
Oh, this is so much fun! Why have I not done this before?
If I give you the signal for stop, I want you to do the emergency stop as we practiced it in the off-road area. Overall, very nice. Just got to remember, when you're overtaking or use the other side of the road to be safe.
Yeah. Yeah.
There was one bit when we came through the estate, there was a van coming towards us with the speed bumps, and you were maybe a little bit, you were wide enough away from the cars, but
yeah,
very close to the transit van.
Yeah.
Congratulations, really good ride, nice and tidy, ready for moving on for the next stage. Yeah.
Awesome.
So that's your driving licence.
Perfect.
What I need you to do, please, is sign inside that box for me there, and then that's your CBT certificate, valid from 2 years from today's date. Up to a 125 with L plates. Have fun.
So that's my CBT done. Next up, I'm going to be training on this bad boy for my direct access course. Hi, it's me again. I'm back at ART in Crawley at one of the 38 approved Kawasaki Rider training schools. Now, I completed my CBT, and next up I'm going to be out on the 650 getting some training in for my full bike licence.
So what we've got, Soph, today for you, we've got the Kawasaki Z650. All right, step up from the Z125. Probably not shy of a couple of 100 kilos, all right, so it's quite a lot heavier than the other one, but it's got a lot more power. You notice the throttle?
Yeah.
There's a lot more go there. You've just got to relearn that throttle control. That's it. The clutch, obviously a lot more progressive, isn't it? It's a lot stronger pull once it gets going.
Yeah, I prefer that, to be honest.
Yeah. What about your brakes? You notice those?
Yeah, they're a lot sharper.
It's just squeezing
Yeah,
just a little
nice.
bit. Whee, and down she comes. Okay, good.
Good.
Right, well, let's get you a little bit more practice in here then. We'll have a little bit of slow control in a while, and then we'll think about going out on the road.
Cool.
Okay?
Yeah, overall, super comfy bike. Clutch feels nice and smooth, brakes feel nice and sharp, which is good. Doesn't feel too scary either when you go to pull the brakes in, but overall, feels a nice little bike.
So, how was that? Nice and comfortable on the bike?
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah? Ready to go out on the road?
Yep.
Okay, let's go out and get a little bit more fun. Here at the practice area, all right, we're going to run through everything as if you're going to do it on your test, all right? So first exercise is the manual handling, pushing the bike from one green box to another.
God, I didn't think I'd have to be doing this. I need to go back to the gym.
Then we're going to go into the slalom, yeah. From the slalom, we're going to go straight into 2 figure of 8s, so you can almost look at that as one exercise. Once you've done 2 figure of 8s, we're then going to do the first of the circuit exercises. You're going to come towards me. I'm going to give you the signal for stop. First thing I'm going to do when I raise my hand, you're going to do what?
Roll off the throttle.
Good. And then you're going to stop the bike as quickly and as safely as you can. All right?
Yep. There we go. It's a nice turn round. The bend here. Pick my speed up.
Wow. 52. Yay!
So my first day out on a big bike, out on the road. I was a little bit nervous at first, I'm not gonna lie, but I loved it when I got the hang of it. So there was a bit more technique involved than what I originally thought and a bit more work to do on the pad. But once we kind of got relaxed into that, it was great fun. So we're back down at ART in Crawley with Kawasaki Rider Training Services, and I've done my Mod 1 training, my Mod 2 training, and today is test day. So I'm gonna have a little run through in the car park before we head off to the test centre. Fingers crossed.
For the first 5-10 minutes, I'm just going to get you to follow me. All right, it's a little bit of a demonstration run. Just look at my position for cornering, look at what I'm doing when I'm coming up to the junctions, and then when we'll stop, we'll have a little bit of a debrief, then we'll swap positions and we'll get you to the front.
Cool.
So I can follow.
Cool.
Okay, relax, enjoy riding a bike. That's what it's all about.
So just on my Mod 1, a little bit scary, just a little bit. I was a bit nervous myself, but super easy test. You're done within about 10 or 15 minutes, and we'll be on to the Mod 2 in about 5 minutes time. So just got back from my Mod 2 and I passed.
Well done.
Steve, you were following us out on the road.
Yeah.
Have you got any feedback?
Yeah, well, only, just to replicate what Mike said, a couple of times there, your lifesavers, it wasn't so much they were weak, they were just a little bit better timing perhaps. You were looking and then leaving a little bit of a gap before you went, but obviously not bad enough to be serious. There was one for road markings, that was a mini roundabout, and you cut in quite early, which meant your back wheel actually cut the corner of the roundabout off. In a car, you've got no choice to do that. On a bike, we can steer around it, and it was a bit of a blind corner, so that's what he was doing. So I think that was 3 minors overall, so very good. You've passed, that's it, you never have to do it again.
Thank God, I've got the sweatiest hands in the world.
Brilliant.
So during obviously COVID times at the moment, make sure you get booked in, because these guys here are trying to catch up with all the tests that have been delayed, really, isn't it, Steve?
Yeah, so we're still working through the backlog at the moment. So, but yeah, get in early, as much time as you can. Obviously, Kawasaki rider training services, all the information available online. But the best thing you can do is go and see your local Kawasaki dealer. Actually walk in and go and talk to the guys, you know, that run the training schools, because it's much easier for us to do that. We can sit you on the bikes, we can address any of your concerns, you know, and get you riding.
Awesome. I'm going to go and have a beer now.